Subscribe to our YouTube channel, press the bell icon and stay entertained. Tracking milestones of an incredible journey spanning 30 years. Rahman Music Sheets. AR Rahman's 26th film as music composer, Minsara Kanavu, won 4 national awards. After Roja, this was Rahman's second national award. S.P. Balasubramaniam and K.S. Chitra got it for playback singing and Prabhu Deva for best choreography. The film was dubbed in Telugu and Hindi, but the songs were shot again for the Hindi version Sapney. Its music rights are with Saregama.
For me, Sapney is very, very special. And everything about Sapney became a massive thing for me. It was a meeting of two of my biggest geniuses, Rahman Saab on music composition and Javed Saab going out there and writing their lyrics. Aawara Bhawren is regarded as one of the greatest songs I think has been written. I just amazed with that song. But actually my favorite is Chanda Re Kabhi To Zami Para, Baithenge Baatein Karenge. Aaj bhi when I listen to it, it brings a lot of joy.
Though Rahman had started finding his foothold in the Hindi film industry, he was yet to become a brand. Films that would give him his well-deserved iconic status were still under production. That was when Saregama invested in Sapney. And it was the music by AR Rahman that created a buzz around the film. In coming decades, Rahman went on to create many benchmarks in India and beyond.
How do you describe the journey of a genius like Rahman Saab? It's like saying right now, can I go out there and talk about the magnitude or the largeness of Himalaya or the depth of an ocean? He is one of the most amazing geniuses that has got born during our living era. We don't know what Tansim Saab was. We have heard stories of Beethoven's. It's not that we people ever saw those people performing. In our generation right now, I think he's the biggest gift that the world of music industry has got. I'm a huge fan of some of the other composers also, but Rahman Saab has just taken it to a different level.
Mr. Mehra, Rahman is popular worldwide. Is it correct to consider him as the first pop icon from India? If yes, what would you attribute it to?
No, I actually fully endorse that place. It's very unfortunate that in spite of having such a thriving entertainment industry in India, there are not too many people who have broken out of being identified only as an Indian artist and have made a name for themselves in the international arena. Rahman Saab has done that. I remember earlier days right now when we used to travel, you go to any of these Arab-based countries or many European countries and you tell people you are an Indian. बचपन में लोग बोलते थे अमिताभ बच्चन, then they used to say Shah Rukh, and later parts when you go to US, you go to UK and talk to people actually say right now that they identify India with Rahman Saab now, which is a matter of immense pride. He has really taken our music out, and his music, I have seen lots of my friends who are Americans who thoroughly enjoy his music as much as we people do. So yes, you're right. Somewhere he appeals to the basic sensibilities and brings joy to your heart when you're listening to his music. At the end of the day, there's a lot of science behind it. I'm not going to get into the science here. I'm just a fan. And as a fan, all I can say, every time I listen to Rahman Saab's music right now, something happens to you. And that something happens to people not just in India, but abroad also. I don't understand Tamil, but I enjoy his music in Tamil too. I think that tells you the story.
Chanda re, kabhi to zami par aa, baithenge baatein karenge, tujhko aate idhar laaj aaye agar, ud ke aaja tu badal ghane.
India's oldest music label, Saregama, earlier known as the Gramophone Company of India and HMV. It has many firsts to its credit. be it India's first ever recorded song in 1902, which was sung by Gohar Jaan, or songs of India's first talkie film Alam Ara in 1931. Today, it is the largest, in perpetuity, global owner of Indian music recordings and publishing rights.
Music for all of us means our memories. Again, I'll give a very personal example. Every time I'm out there on Patel Bridge, on Marine Drive in Bombay, for me that means Bachchan Saab on his bike in Mukaddar Ka Sikandar is getting on his bike and he's singing Rote Hue Aate Hain Sab Hasta Hua Jo Jayega. And it just fills me with all those memories. That's what music is. Music is memories. And when you are sitting on such a large repository of music, 130,000 songs is no mean joke here. That many memories are attached. Every time my dad goes out there and listens to Dilip Saab's songs, all the memories of his youth come back to him. That's what music does. Second part, the lyrics of the songs that are there are somewhere a reflection of the society of that particular time. So, two things here. Javed Saab very often says right now that you want to understand which way society is moving, check the villains of various movies, because the villains at that time are reflecting what that society not like, which is great. I agree with him. But I also very strongly believe the lyrics of the song of a particular time tell you the mood of the society. So, in fact, if you want to go out there and understand what India was in 1950s versus 40s versus 60s, you just need to go back and listen to those songs. So, it's a great study of the history of a country also. So, suddenly what you're talking about? You're talking about the collective memories of 1.3 billion people. At least a billion of them will be in the people right now who will connect with these songs because they belong to that 20th century era. And you're talking about a best way to understand the history of a country. What does that make Saregama catalog? It's no longer just a music company. It's literally a custodian of Indian culture and history. And we take that role of ours very, very seriously. We keep on attempting at all times to ensure right now that the music is put out in the markets so newer and newer generations get exposed to it.
It is estimated that Saregama owns around 50% of the music ever recorded in India, with music repertoire across film music, non-film music, Carnatic, Hindustani classical and devotional music in over 25 Indian languages. Saregama has been intimately associated with the development of recorded music and its distribution, from records to cassettes to CDs to digital space. To face all the challenges, Saregama had to very often go against the tide.
When you go against the tide and you do something good, which is based on basic customer understanding, you often are met with success. But you need to be clear that there may be a failure coming in, and if you fail, a lot of people are going to come back and laugh at you saying, "Humne to pehle hi kaha tha." This is what we all humbly can learn right now from the geniuses of music who have come out there and redefined the way composition is done, or lyrics are written, or singing is done. No one before Kishore ever thought of doing yodeling the way he used to do. He just did something which nobody had done and met with success. So let me first start right now. If we had kept on doing things the way they were, I don't think the geniuses of Rahman Saab or Pancham Da would have happened in this country. They all went out there and changed their definition of music. They took the risk. For us, those are the kind of inspirations we have in front of us.
मैंने जो पूछा रंग साड़ी का वो बोली धनक जैसा रिमझिम बरस जलते तपते धरती पर जो कभी पानी उठे धरती से सौंधे सौंधे खुशबुओं की धन के सुहानी हो ला 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 हो ला 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 हो ला 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 ला.
Besides Sapney, Saregama also owns the rights to Thakshak. It was directed by renowned filmmaker Govind Nihalani. For critics as well audience, the highlight of the film was music by AR Rahman.
Which is your favorite Rahman song or album and why?
Now that's a tricky one. How do you choose right now from Rahman Saab's immense body of work? Okay, I'll take two names, but it has more to do with me than the genius of AR Rahman. Both these movies actually came at a time when I was in my 20s, and that's a time you believe right now wind is under your feathers and you're going to be flying high, and you fell in love and all the great things are happening in your life. So I identified two. One is Rangeela and second is Sapney. Rangeela, listen, I don't know, it's a combination once again right now of some amazing composition by Rahman Saab, the voice of Asha Tai, there's nothing like this, and maybe the magic of Urmila. All that made it. The songs right now, for me, when I listen to the songs now also, I feel again I'm young. I always maintain this, songs have this beauty. It's like maa ke haath ka khana. Jo bhi aapki umr ho jaye, if you are going to be listening to the song that you heard during your youth, all those memories come gushing back. It's like koi jana aapko dal khilaye, which is somewhere close to the way your mom used to make it. That's the greatest thing. For me, the same thing with Sapney and Rangeela music. Every time I listen to it right now, I feel really happy.
Oh, la la la, ooh, la la la, ooh, la 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 la.
It was this song in Tamil that won K.S. Chitra the National Award as Best Playback Singer. She sang this song in Hindi and Telugu too. Padma Bhushan K.S. Chitra has partnered with AR Rahman on numerous occasions, right from the beginning of his career, delivering mesmerizing songs all along. K.S. Chitra joins us in next episode. Stay with us.
Ooh, la la la, ooh, la 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 la.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel, press the bell icon and stay entertained.